Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So, I needed a car antenna because I have this aftermarket one, which worked really good actually. It works really good. I'll put the link up on the screen here, but I got it off Amazon. Wasn't that expensive. However, car wash made it bend in this hard like plasticky material. Ended up cracking. I didn't think that it would bend that easy, but apparently it's still bent in the car wash. Probably like wondering what's going on with it. So to fix it, I RTV'd it. Haven't tried it since then. I went ahead and ordered this little guy off Amazon, and based on reviews and stuff, it seemed like worth a try. I don't know, $22, $24 after tax, something like that. So fairly cheap, but it was really small. And if I can open the box, I can show you what comes kind of in the box. So what comes in the box would be the antenna, which I put on my car for the drive up to the shop here. And then you get 3 different screws. I obviously used one because it's on the car. I'll go show you the antenna on the car here on an F150 XL. It was the middle one that worked on my F150. So anyways, this is basically how it comes. Just a little teeny box in an envelope from Amazon. It seems to work, but because I went ahead and used it, I can actually give you a real review. So the difference between the antennas, obviously this one being longer, is going to work better. I mean, that's just how it works. The OEM one works better than this one. That's how it works. So, you know, if you're taking road trips or live in a rural area, you're probably going to want a longer antenna. The OEM one's probably the best option just for picking up FM, AM, etc. The shorter you go with the antenna, the worse the reception is. Now, because I drove up here on a talk channel, 105.5, which is KRDO out of Colorado Springs, so that channel came in better with this at my house into the drive partway up here because I lose it after I come over into Palmer Lake. But point being, this was better. OEM was better, best. This was better than this little one I just put on. So I would say OEM best, good, and okay for the little one. Little one worked pretty fine, actually. I was surprised. There were some spots around my neighborhood and stuff that it kind of was more fuzzy on that channel, where it would be a lot clearer with this one. But that's okay. I don't listen to much radio. It's mainly just to put something there to fill the hole. And when I do listen to talk radio, then I can at least maybe get something when I feel like having the radio on. Road trips, reason why I fixed it, I figured road trips, I will just put this one back on and good to go. For car washes, this one sucked. OEM one broke off in a car wash. The little one is metal. It's going to not break. It only sits like yay high. I mean, it's a cute little antenna. So it's not going to break off. And that's going to work best for day-to-day use for my use. Like I said, road trips, when I go to Tennessee, when I go to Utah, I mean, I'll just keep this in the truck. Takes 2 seconds to screw and unscrew and just install this one for road trips. There I go. There I have it. I might even go ahead and pick up an OEM one again and just keep it in the truck for road trips. And the OEM one will handle an occasional car wash, but I was going like twice a week, which ain't good for your paint job, but I don't really care. My vehicle's from point A to point B just to keep the windows clean and keep it generally clean. Yeah. So let's go take a look at that little guy called the MAXRACING. MAXRACING. I'm not sponsored by them. They didn't give it to me. I bought it off Amazon, and I just figured I'd go ahead and give it a whirl. So let's go ahead and look at that. And I don't even know if I really need to keep this box. I guess I can keep it in the back seat pocket or something. So we'll go check the truck out. That is how tall it is. Here's my hand for size. Here's this one would go into there, so this one would come way up to there. And And then OEM one would be like, you know, skinny, tall, and really tall. Of course, you're going to pick up better reception with the OEM one. But there we have it. This one, sadly, did not last long with the car wash. So I'm impressed so far with the MAXRACING. It works, it's metal, it ain't gonna break. However, like I said, road trips, the longer one is going to be where it's at. With the USB drive and stuff nowadays, I just listen to music from that I've downloaded versus radio typically. But sometimes on especially a road trip, I get tired of, you know, what I have, and I'm like, let's see what the local radio is talking about or what the music they're playing, and I go ahead and, you know, check out various channels on a road trip. It's just annoying because it's not satellite, so you know, you might go so far and then you're looking for another station, you know. So that kind of sucks on a road trip. Hopefully this video helps you out to decide what antenna to get for your vehicle. Like I said, there's 3 different posts. The middle one worked for my F150, might work for yours. And this video ain't sponsored. And I figured, you know, I saw obviously sponsored videos from MAXRACING. Yeah, I was unsure, you know, because you can tell they're just like, this thing is awesome. It's okay. It's okay. For around town, you live in a city, it's probably going to work for you pretty good. You live in a rural area, it might not be so good for you. So you all take care, stay well, stay safe, and have a good one. Bye.